Hey guys, welcome back to Knox Out Porch, and we're back with another video. I'm here with Kainoa today, and today we're going to start our brand new series, Mock Draft, 1 through 60. As you can see, all 60 picks are here. All 60 picks, okay? So we'll go one by one. We'll give our explanation why we think this player will pick, if there's any trade possibilities, if there was a trade, who they would pick, etc., etc., etc. So, the first round will be 1 through 5, then 6 through 10. So 5 picks each episode. Then the second round will be 10 picks each episode. So that gives you a total of
60.
9 episodes, guys. 9 episodes.
I wasn't paying attention.
So let's get right into it. So first pick, Boston Celtics, obviously. But here is where it gets interesting. Already in the first pick, I think no matter what happens, Markelle Fultz is the first overall pick. But it's really interesting to see what the Celtics are gonna do in this situation. They have so many possibilities, trade wise, etc. But I think the number one pick, no matter what, they traded to the Bulls, they traded to the Pacers. Is Markelle Fultz. Personally, I think they're not gonna trade the pick. I think they're gonna draft Markelle Fultz, and they're gonna try and sign Gordon Hayward. And next year, when Isaiah Thomas becomes a free agency, that's when they're going to start building to win. But it's an interesting situation that they have in Boston. It's a good interesting situation. Let's be honest. They have next year's Brooklyn pick as well. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the Celtics do here. But personally, I think they draft Markelle Fultz.
Same.
And move on. LA Lakers.
It's pretty easy what they're gonna do.
Here's the thing with the Lakers. If they do draft Lonzo Ball, they have to trade D'Angelo Russell. They have to do it. It's not like, oh, D'Angelo and Lonzo can coexist in this. No, they can't. No. Lonzo and D'Angelo cannot coexist in the same backcourt. They're two ball first point guards. Sorry, not power forward. Point guards. And you can't have two players who want the ball all the time. So, personally, if they want to draft Lonzo, they have to trade D'Angelo Russell. It's a must.
I think they will also draft Lonzo Ball. I think they might as well trade D'Angelo Russell because I feel like Lonzo Ball is a better player than D'Angelo Russell.
Maybe they can find the package to get Paul George.
Yeah, Paul George, or like even like a decent wing player, so they can have some like backup there, not just play Ingram and Ingram for like 40 minutes per game.
I agree. The Lakers have a lot of needs. They got really lucky getting that pick in the top 3.
I was kind of hoping that 76ers would get that pick.
But let's move on to the next team. Philadelphia 76ers. Kainoa, do you trust the process?
I do.
Okay. So when I draft this player, it's all about the process, okay?
Now, who are you gonna pick?
It's a guard.
They do need a guard. Who is it?
From the University of Kentucky.
De'Aaron Fox? You are crazy, bro. You are crazy.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Who is the best shooter in this draft class?
Malik Monk.
What's the biggest need that the 76ers have?
Shooter. Oh, wait, let me.
Do they need a point guard? Do they need a point guard who can bring up the ball and control the offense?
That would be good for them, but they don't necessarily need it. But let me hear you.
Why?
It would be good for them because
they have Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons can run the shooting guard at the small forward position, and I personally think that they're gonna pursue Kyle Lowry in free agency.
Right. Okay. My thing is, they don't necessarily need a shooter like right away because the next draft class is full of shooters. So if they draft De'Aaron Fox, who I think is a better player because he can play defense, he's explosive like John Wall. I mean, Malik Monk isn't that his like main skills are shooting, but he's not that. He's not that like. He's not a very good defender. While De'Aaron Fox is a very good defender. I would just pick De'Aaron Fox if I was the 76ers.
Here's the thing. I think the 76ers are going to try and trade down, possibly with
Suns.
Sacramento Kings. I think the Kings are going to try and get this pick, beat out the Suns, maybe get a Josh Jackson, or even secure themselves the ability to draft.
Jason Tatum.
No,
De'Aaron Fox.
De'Aaron Fox. It's going to be interesting. The Sixers are in a weird position, but in a good position. They have Ben Simmons. We don't know how he's going to come out. He might be the bust of the century. We don't know. We haven't seen him play. All we've seen is a couple of summer ball games. And to be honest, summer league isn't the best competition.
Why are you talking bad about summer ball, bro?
The Sixers are in a good position. As you can see here, they draft Malik. You insert him to the shooting guard. They still need a point guard, but you have Ben Simmons, Dario Saric, and Joel Embiid. And that's a pretty good lineup right there.
Okafor for something.
They should, but we'll see. Personally, I think it's Malik Monk who they pick here. It's my mock draft, so I do whatever I want.
Fine, whatever you say, bud.
So pick numero cuatro, pick number 4. Pretty easy. If Lonzo's not on the board,
Josh Jackson.
Then they go with the second best player, their second best player on their board besides Markelle Fultz. And it's Josh Jackson. They need a small forward. That's their biggest need, the player that they haven't drafted in a while. They have Eric Bledsoe to run the point, Devin Booker. You insert Josh Jackson right there, Marquise
Chris, Dragon Bender.
And Dragon Bender or Alex Len. Really good team. It's the Suns are in also a good position, even though they lost the lottery, in my opinion, without getting that top 3 pick. That was the team that tried the hardest at tanking. But Josh Jackson, still the player that I think they would have drafted anyway, falls to them at number 4. And yeah, good pick in my opinion.
Now 5. Sacramento Kings.
The Sacramento Kings had a huge gump.
Gump. Yeah, he really had a good gump there, guys.
They went all the way from 8'10" to 5'10". I think that's a really good place to be. And they have a lot of
picks.
Second round picks.
Oh my God, Luis.
Sorry about that, guys. Okay. They have a couple of second round picks, which is pretty good. I personally think they will trade one of those second round picks and their 5th pick to jump up to the third pick.
But just say they're the 5th pick.
But let's say that they're the 5th pick. I think it's a really good player that they're going to draft right here. That's De'Aaron Fox. Right now, the only thing that the Sacramento Kings don't need is a center, because they've been drafted centers for the last 4 years.
They need everything, low-key. Yes. Except for, they
have Willie Cauley-Stein and Papagiannis. They're pretty good centers. They're decent.
They
need
decent. A small forward and a point guard.
I say they pick De'Aaron Fox here. Get their franchise player for the future, hopefully. And recollect, move on to their 10th pick and see what they can draft there. So let's draft them. So
episode 1.
So after the first 5 picks, it's been a guard-heavy draft, as we expected. Markelle Fultz, number 1 to the Boston Celtics. I think Markelle Fultz is the number 1 pick no matter what happens. Lonzo Ball, number 2 to the Lakers. Don't be surprised if the Lakers pick De'Aaron Fox, but I think it's Lonzo Ball. They might look at De'Aaron so that it doesn't look as obvious that they want Lonzo so desperately, but that's who they're going to pick. The Sixers are in the hardest to predict position, in my opinion. They have so many needs. They have so many good, talented young players that you don't really know where they're going to go with. And then Josh Jackson. And finally, De'Aaron Fox. So in next episode, we'll see who the Magic, Timberwolves, Knicks, Mavericks, and Kings draft. Make sure to leave a like, guys, if you want more of this mock draft series. Subscribe if you're new around here. We post awesome sports content, and yeah, hope to see you soon. Bye.
Bye.